Hey, what is up guys, venandr here and welcome back to another video. Broadly speaking, there are two types of VTubers that you see in the community today. There are the VTubers that use 3D models, which came first, like Yamato and Kizuna, and then there are the VTubers that use 2D models like the Hololive and Nijisanji talents, which are very popular today. Yamato is an English/Japanese virtual vlogger who was one of the first notable people doing what we'd now call VTubing. Her first video, titled First Vlog Trying This Out, was uploaded to her channel on the 14th of June 2011. The video is entirely in character and apes the vlogging style that was popular at the time, with channels like the Vlogbrothers. In the video, she talks about what it's like moving back to London from Tokyo and her experiences doing so. She apes the style of the time perfectly, with the jump cuts where the camera moves slightly and going out of focus when she comes closer to the camera to stop the recording. You can even see in the comments that people were really impressed with Ami's work. One of the original video bloggers at the time, Alfie Days, even commented on the video. Yamato's channel is very impressive today, but even more so when you consider what the landscape of YouTube and the internet in general were like back in 2011. I can remember watching her videos back then and being blown away that this level of 3D animation was possible by an independent YouTuber and not some big corporation. She was the first VTuber, if you can call her that I had ever seen. Yamato was a real innovator in the space of YouTube animators and animated content on the internet in general. Always staying in camera and talking to the audience like she's a regular channel was very new at the time, as popular animators back then primarily made skits and video game parodies. Her videos likely aren't motion captured like most 3D VTubers are today, and are usually around 1 or 2 minutes in length, compared to the multi-hour streams that are commonplace now. Kizuna or I-chan, is arguably the first VTuber in the modern sense of the word, and she likely even coined the term. Kizuna is a super intelligent AI that is lonely and wants to connect with humans through YouTube. Her main channel, the I channel, has 2.92 million subscribers, making her the most subscribed to VTuber in the world right now. While she's not as popular as she once was, I channel still makes quality content to this day. Her main content is typical YouTube videos like challenges and Q&As, as well as her song covers and original songs. Kizuna differs from Yamato because her videos are motion tracked rather than the traditional 3D animation style. The motion tracked style is hugely popular today among 3D VTubers because it's become more accessible and cheaper than ever. You no longer need a studio and professional experience to become a 3D anime girl, you only need a VR headset and a couple of trackers. The style can even be achieved using a simple webcam, but the more you put in, the more that you'll get out of it. One of the best uses of a 3D VTuber body today is Code Miko. Code Miko is an NPC game character who travels through different game worlds and uses her stream to make friends. Her content is very unique amongst VTubers because she is mostly doing just chatting and interviewing, rather than gaming streams. But the real thing that sets apart Code Miko from other VTubers is her model, and the level of interactivity her streams provide. Her model looks significantly more realistic than most VTuber models, who all usually go for the stylized anime aesthetic. Her background looks very realistic too, perhaps reaching the level of a modern video game character. When you are watching a Code Miko stream, you can donate bits, which is like Twitch's form of super chats, and if you donate the correct level of bits, you can make things happen in her character's world. You can do things like make Miko's head huge, mute Miko for 30 seconds, and you can even nuke her entire set. When you gift a sub on her channel, you'll also spawn a huge gift box that falls from the sky. Like Kizuna, Code Miko uses motion tracking using an XN suit, which costs a lot of money. I will let her technician explain in this clip.
No, this suit is not $30,000. It's because I'm an indie person. I was able to get a 50% discount, and the suit only costs $13,500. It connects through just Wi-Fi and into my network.
In the 2D camp, you have the likes of Nijisanji and Hololive who utilize 2D avatars in their streams. This look is achieved using an illustration of the character, which is then rigged, and the face of the performer is then tracked onto the character using some software such as FaceRig. Hololive uses their own proprietary software, which runs off of an iPhone, using the same facial recognition chip used by Apple's Animojis and Face ID. If a VTuber is going for the anime aesthetic, which more often than not they are, then 2D is undoubtedly the way to go. Since most anime are 2D, you'll have a much better chance of achieving a conventional anime look in 2D, as even big budget studio anime can't get 3D to look right. One of the best 2D VTuber models is Apricot the Lich, also known as Fruit, who actually drew her own model. Fruit is an English VTuber who is a member of V-Shoujo alongside other big names in the VTuber scene, such as Nyanus and Project Melody. One of the reasons I love Fruit's VTuber model is because it's so expressive. Typically, one of the drawbacks to using a 3D avatar is that they can lack expressiveness, and can come across as soulless at times. Her little wings and accessories too, they bring a lot to her design, and the way they are animated makes them seem 3D almost, while still keeping the anime style. Fruit and her modeler, Brian Sue, really did a great job with this one. Another model that was done by Brian Sue is a model of the British VTuber Rosiura, who also illustrated and designed her character. This model has one feature that is sure to steal the show when it comes to 2D VTuber models, and that's her ability to throw toast in the air and catch it in her mouth. This is obviously inspired by the classic anime trope where the girl is late, so she must carry her toast in her mouth. The fact that this was done in 2D, with only 2 distinct images, simply blows my mind. You can look at Brian's Twitter account to see more examples of just how talented he is. Some other 2D VTubers that I love the design of are Gawr and Miko. These are just the typical 2D style avatars that don't do anything special in the rigging department, but they are executed and designed especially well, which makes them stand out. Both of these were illustrated by Amachiro Natsuka, who did a great job creating 2 very memorable and cute designs. There is no bad choice when it comes to 2D versus 3D, however there are benefits and drawbacks to both approaches, and you'll have to decide what is best for your character and your stream. If the 2D is well drawn and rigged, it will usually look better than 3D, in a similar way to how classic animated films still look good today, whilst 3D animated films from just 15 to 20 years ago look incredibly dated. A lot of the software used by the top streamers can get expensive in both 2D and 3D, but with 3D, whilst it may look more janky at times, there are so many more possibilities with 3D that simply aren't possible with 2D. You can be much more spontaneous and interactive, like you see on Code Miko's stream, who can move around in 3D space. This simply isn't possible with 2D. With 2D avatars, you are limited to the pose that the character was drawn in. However, there is a real risk with 3D VTuber models that it will fall into the uncanny valley and look like a cursed hellspawn. In my opinion, there is a market where both 2D and 3D avatars can exist simultaneously, as they both have different strengths that the other doesn't. It is also worth noting that just because a VTuber starts out in 2D or 3D, that doesn't mean that they can't transition from one to the other. In fact, when Hololive debuts their talents in 3D, it's always a treat for the fans, and garners massive viewership. It also means that the 3D models can be used for other things, like Holo no Graffiti, the Hololive anime series, and could potentially be used for games, like VR chat, where users can upload their own avatars. Comment down below your thoughts on this topic, because I'm genuinely curious what you guys think. I would guess that most people prefer 2D avatars, since they seem to be more popular right now, but I hope this video opened up your mind to 3D VTubers and how cool they can be. With all of that being said, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks for watching.